नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम। औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम। Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Inshallah, through this video, we will be learning the word for word English translation of verses 101 to 108. Let's begin. Wa and kaifa, how. Kaifa means how. Takfuruna. Takfuruna means you disbelieve. Wa antum. Wa and or while. Antum you. Tutla from tilawat is recited. It's passive. Tutla because of the dhamma on the ta. Tutla is recited. Alaykum. Upon you. Ayatullah. The verses of Allah. Wafikum. And among you. Fi means in or among. Kum is you. Rasuluhu, his messenger. Waman, and whoever. Ya'tasim. Ya'tasim means holds firmly. Ya'tasim, hold firmly. Billahi, to Allah. Faqad, then surely. Hudiya, he is guided. This is also passive voice. Hudiya, he is guided. Ila, to. Sirat, path. Mustaqim, straight. Let's revise 101. Bakaifa, and how. Takfuruna, you disbelieve. Wa antum, while you. Tutla, is recited. Alaykum, upon you. Ayatullah, the verses of Allah. Wafikum, and among you. Rasuluhu is his messenger. Waman, and whoever. Ya'tasim, holds firmly. Billahi, to Allah. Faqad, then surely. Hudiya, he is guided. Ila, to. Siratim mustaqim, straight path. Next verse. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. O you who believe. Ittaqullah, fear Allah. Haqqa, right. Tuqatihi, he be feared. Wala, and not. Tamutunna, from mouth you die. Illa, except. Wa antum, while you. Muslimun, are Muslims or submissive. Let's revise this verse. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. O you who believe. Ittaqullah, fear Allah. Haqqa, as is his right. Tuqatihi, that he should be feared. Wala tamutunna, and do not die. Illa, except. Wa antum, while you. Muslimun, are Muslims. So we should fear Allah, as is the right that he should be feared. Unfortunately, we fear things and people much more than we fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa'tasimu, and hold firmly. Bihablillah, habl means rope, to the rope of Allah. Jami'an, all together. Bala, and not. Tafarraqu, be divided. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is ordering us here to hold firmly to the rope of Allah, all together, and do not be divided. So what is the rope of Allah? The Quran is the rope of Allah. So all of us, all the Muslims should hold firmly to the Quran, and we should not be divided. Wadhkuru, and remember. Ni'mat Allah, favor of Allah. Alaykum, upon you. Id, when. Kuntum, you were. Ada'an, ada'an means enemy, from adu. Plural is ada'an, is enemies. Fa'allafa, then he made friendship. Fa'allafa, then he made friendship. Baina, between. Qulubikum, your hearts. Qulub is plural of qalb, your hearts. Fa'asbahtum, then you became. فأصبحتم, then you became, بنعمته, by his favor, إخوانا, brothers. وكنتم, and you were, على, on, shafa means brink, shafa is brink, hufratin means pit, minan nar, of the fire. فأنقذكم, then he saved you, minha, from it. He saved you from the pit of the fire, even though you were at the brink of the pit of the fire. كذلك, thus, yubayyinullah, Allah makes clear, lakum, for you, ayatihi, his verses, laqallakum, so that you may tahtadun, be guided. Let's revise this verse. وَعَتَصِمُوا, and hold firmly, bihablillah, to the rope of Allah. Jami'an, all together. Wala, and not. Tafarraqu, be divided. So this is an order to the believers coming from the previous verse, that hold firmly to the rope of Allah, all together, and do not be divided. وَذْكُرُوا, and remember, ni'mat-Allah, the favor of Allah, alaykum, upon you, إِذْ when kuntum, you were, a'da'an, enemies, فَأَلَّفَ, then he made friendship, baina, between, qulubikum, your hearts, فَأَصْبَحْتُمْ, then you became, بِنِعْمَتِهِ, by his favor, إِخْوَانَ, brothers. وَكُنْتُمْ, and you were, ala, on, shafa, brink, hufratin, pit, minan nar, of the fire. فَأَنْقَذَكُمْ, then he saved you, minha, from it. كَذَلِكَ, thus, yubayyinullah, Allah makes clear, lakum, for you, ayatihi, his verses, la'allakum, so that you may tahtadun, be guided. Next verse. Faltakun. Faltakun means and let there be. The lam with a sukoon is the let. So Waltakun, let there be. Minkum, among you or from you. Ummatun, a people. Yad'una, inviting. Yad'una, inviting. Ila, to. Al-khair, good. وَيَأْمُرُونَ, and enjoining, بِالْمَعْرُوفِ, the right. وَيَنْهَوْنَ, and forbidding, an, from, al-munkar. Munkar means the wrong. وَأُولَٰئِكَ, and those whom they, al-muflihun, the successful ones, or those who are successful. وَلْتَكُنْ, and let there be, minkum, among you, ummatun, a community, a people, yad'una, inviting, ila, to, al-khair, the good, وَيَأْمُرُونَ, and enjoining, bil-ma'ruf, the right, وَيَنْهَوْنَ, and forbidding, an, from, al-munkar, the wrong, وَأُولَٰئِكَ, and those whom they, al-muflihun, the successful ones. Wala, and not, takunu, be, kalladina, like those who, the ka is the like, alladina, those who, tafarraqu, became divided, from firqa, wakhtalafu, and differed, min ba'di, after, ma, what, ja'ahum, came to them, al-bayyinat, the clear proofs. وَأُولَٰئِكَ, and those, lahum, for them, azab, punishment, azim, great. Let's revise 105. Wala, and not, takunu, be, kalladina, like those who, tafarraqu, became divided, wakhtalafu, and differed, from ikhtilaf, min ba'd, after, ma, what, ja'ahum, came to them, al-bayyinat, the clear proofs, وَأُولَٰئِكَ, and those, lahum, for them, azabun, punishment, azim, great. Next verse. Yawma. Yawm means day. Tabyaddu is from Baida. Baida is white. So this is would become white. Tabyaddu would become white. Wujuh. Wujuh means faces. Wajh means face, singular. And wujuh means faces. Wataswaddu is from Hazre Aswad, the black stone. So this is and would become black. Wujuh, faces. So some faces will become white on that day and some faces will become black. Fa'amma, then as for alladina, those who iswaddat. Iswaddat wujuhuhum means their faces turn black. Akafartum is a question because of the alif with a fatha. Did you disbelieve? Ba'd, after imanikum, your belief. Fadhuku, then taste. Al-adhab, the punishment. Bima, for what? Kuntum, you used to. Takfurun, disbelieve. Yawma, day. Tabyaddu would become white. Wujuhun, some faces. Wataswaddu, and would become black. Wujuhun, some faces. Fa'amma, then as for alladina, those whose iswaddat wujuhuhum, faces turn black. Their faces turn black. Akafartum, did you disbelieve? Ba'da, after imanikum, your belief. Fadhuku, and taste. Al-adhab, the punishment. Bima, for what? Kuntum, you used to. Takfurun, disbelieve. Wa'amma, and as for alladina, those who ibyaddat wujuhuhum, their faces turn white. Fafi, then in rahmatillah, the mercy of Allah. Whom they fiha, in it, khalidun, abide for ever. Wa'amma, and as for alladina, those who ibyaddat wujuhuhum, their faces turn white. Fafi, then they will be in rahmatillah, the mercy of Allah. Whom they fiha, in it, khalidun, will abide for ever. Next verse, tilka, these ayatullah, the verses of Allah. Natluha, the noon is the we, ha is the it. So we recite it. Here it becomes them because of the broken plural. It is referring to the ayatullah, which is plural. So natluha, we recite them. From the tilawa. Alayka, to you, bilhaq, in truth. Wamallah, and not Allah, yuridu, wants or intends, zulman, injustice, lil alameen, to the worlds or to the universe. Tilka, these ayatullah are the verses of Allah. Natluha, we recite them. Alayka, to you, bilhaq, in truth. Wamallahu, and not Allah, yuridu, wants, zulman, injustice, lil alameen, to the worlds. Let's revise the verses from 101 to 108. Wakaifa, and how, takfuruna, you disbelieve, wa antum, while you, tutla, is recited, alaykum, upon you, ayatullah, the verses of Allah. Wa fikum, and among you, rasulahu, his messenger. Waman, and whoever, ya'tasim, holds firmly, billahi, to Allah. Faqad, then indeed, then surely, hudiya, he is guided, ila, to siratim mustaqim, straight path. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believe, ittaqullah, fear Allah. Haqqa, as is the right, tuqatihi, that he should be feared. Wala, and not tamutunna, you die, illa, except, wa antum, while you, Muslimun, are Muslims. Wa'atasimu, and hold firmly, bihablillahi, to the rope of Allah, jami'an, all together, wala, and not, tafarraqu, be divided, wazghuru, and remember, ni'matullah, the favor of Allah, alaykum, upon you, id, when, kuntum, you were, adaan, enemies, fa'allafa, then he made friendship, baina, between, qulubikum, your hearts, fa'asbahtum, then you became, bi-ni'matihi, by his favor, ikhwana, brothers, fa'kuntum, and you were, ghala, on, shafa, brink, khufratin, pit, minan nar, of the fire, fa'anqadakum, then he saved you, minha, from it. Qadhalika, thus, yubayyinullah, Allah makes clear, lakum, for you, ayatihi, his verses, la'allakum, so that you may tahtadun, be guided. Wal takun, and let there be, minkum, among you, ummatun, a people, yad'una, inviting, ila, to, al khair, the good, wa ya'muruna, and enjoin, bil ma'ruf, with the right, wa yanhauna, and forbidding, anin, from, al munkar, the wrong, wa ulaika, and those, whom, they, al muflihun, the successful ones. Wala, and not, takunu, be, kalladina, like those who, tafarraqu, became divided, wakhtalafu, and differed, min ba'di, after, ma, what, ja'ahum, came to them, al-bayyinat, the clear proofs, ulaika, then those, and those, lahum, for them, adhab, punishment, azim, great. Yawma, day, tabyaddu, would turn white, wujuhun, faces, wa, and taswaddu, turn black, wujuhun, some faces. Fa'amma, then as for alladina, those who, iswaddat wujuhuhum, their faces turn black. Akafartum, did you disbelieve? Ba'd, after, imanikum, your belief, fadhuku, then taste, al-adhab, the punishment, bima, for what, kuntum, you used to, takfurun, disbelieve. Wa'amma, and as for alladina, those who, ibyaddat wujuhuhum, their faces turn white, fafi, then in rahmatillah, in the mercy of Allah, whom, they, fiha, in it, khalidun, will abide forever. May Allah make us from them. Ameen. Tilka, these, ayatullah, verses of Allah. Natluha, we recite them, alayka, to you, bil haqq, in truth. Wamallahu, and Allah is not yuridu, wants, zulman, injustice, lil alameen, to the universe. And Allah does not want injustice to the worlds. Let's end with the dua. Rabbi zidni ilma. My Lord, increase me in knowledge. Ameen.